Hey, what's up you guys? Today I want to talk about data science heroes, the heroes of data science and artificial intelligence. And the first hero I want to mention is Andrew Ng. Let's talk about it. Psst, psst. I need your feedback. So push the like button, crash the like button, subscribe and comment my videos. Andrew Ng is a British-born American businessman, computer scientist, investor and writer. He is focusing on machine learning and AI. As a businessman and investor, Ng co-founded and led Google Brain and was a former vice president and chief scientist at Baidu, building the company's artificial intelligence group into a team of several thousand people. Ng is an adjunct professor at Stanford University. Also a pioneer in online education, Ng co-founded Coursera and deep learning AI. He has successfully spearheaded many efforts to democratize deep learning, teaching over 2.5 million students through his online courses. He is one of the world's most famous and influential computer scientists, being named one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people in 2012 and Fast Company's most creative people in 2014. Since 2018, he launched and currently has AI Fund, initially a 175 million investment fund for backing artificial intelligence startups. He has founded Landing AI, which provides AI-powered SaaS products and transformation program to empower enterprises into cutting-edge AI companies. Ng was born in UK in 1976. His parents are both immigrants from Hong Kong. Growing up, he spent time in Hong Kong and Singapore and later graduated from Raffles Institution in Singapore in 1992. In 1997, he earned his undergraduate degree with a triple major in computer science, statistics, and economics from Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Between 1996 and 1998, he also conducted research on reinforcement learning, model selection, and feature selection at the AT&T Bell Labs. In 1998, Ng earned his master's degree from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Cambridge, Massachusetts. At MIT, he built the first publicly available automatically indexed web search engine for research papers on the web. In 2002, he received his PhD from UC Berkeley under the supervision of Michael Jordan. His thesis is titled Shaping and Policy Search in Reinforcement Learning and is well cited to this day. He started working as a professor at Stanford University in 2002. He currently lives in Los Altos Hills, California. In 2014, he married Carol E. Rayleigh, and in February 2019, they had their first child, Nova. The MIT Tech Review named Ng and Rayleigh an AI power couple. Ng is a professor at Stanford University, Department of Computer Science and Department of Electrical Engineering. He served as the director of the Stanford Artificial Intelligence Lab, where he taught students and undertook research related to data mining, big data, and machine learning. His machine learning course at Stanford is one of the most popular courses offered on campus, with over 1,000 students enrolling some years. In 2008, his group at Stanford was one of the first in the US to start advocating the use of GPUs in deep learning. The rationale was that an efficient computation infrastructure could speed up statistical model training by orders of magnitude, some of the scaling issues associated with big data. At the time, it was a controversial and risky decision, but since then, and following Ng's lead, GPUs have become a cornerstone in the field. Since 2017, Ng has been advocating the shift to high-performance computing for scaling up deep learning and accelerating progress in the field. In 2012, along with Stanford computer scientist Kohler, he co-founded and was CEO of Coursera, a website that offers free online courses to everyone. It took off with over 100,000 students registered for Ng's popular course. Today, several million people have enrolled in Coursera courses, making the site one of the leading in the world. From 2011 to 2012, he worked at Google, where he founded and directed the Google Brain deep learning project with Jeff Dean, Greg Corrado, and Rajat Monga. In 2014, he joined Baidu as chief scientist and carried out research related to big data and AI. There, he set up several research teams for things like facial recognition and Melody, and AI chatbot for healthcare. In March 2017, he announced his resignation from Baidu. He soon afterwards launched Deep Learning AI, an online series of deep learning courses. Then NG launched Landing AI, which provided AI-powered SaaS products and transformation program to empower enterprises into cutting-edge AI companies. In January 2018, NG unveiled the AI Fund, raising $175 million to invest in new startups. NG researches primarily in machine learning, deep learning, machine perception, computer vision, and natural language processing, and is one of the world's most famous and influential computer scientists. His early work includes the Stanford Autonomous Helicopter Project, which developed one of the most capable autonomous helicopters in the world. He also worked on the Stanford Artificial Intelligence Robot Project, which resulted in ROS, a widely used open-source robotics software platform. He is also one of the founding team members for the Stanford WordNet project, which uses machine learning to expand the Princeton WordNet database created by Christian Feldbaum. In 2011, NG founded the Google Brain project at Google, which developed large-scale artificial neural networks using Google's distributed computer infrastructure. Among its notable results was a neural network trained using deep learning algorithms on 16,000 CPU cores, which learned to recognize cats after watching only YouTube videos and without ever having been told that what is a cat. The project technology is also currently used in the Android operating system speech recognition system. He, together with David Blay and Michael Jordan, co-authored the influential paper that introduced latent Dirichlet allocation. In 2011, Stanford launched a total of 3 massive open online courses on machine learning databases and AI taught by NG, Peter Norvig, Sebastian Thrun, and Jennifer Widnam. This has led to the modern MOOC movement. NG taught machine learning and Widom taught databases. The course on AI taught by Thrun led to the genesis of Udacity. Coursera was the 6th online education website that NG built and arguably the most successful today. But we learned and learned and learned from the early prototypes until in 2011 we managed to build something that really took off. The seeds of massive open online courses go back a few years before the founding of Coursera in 2012. The two teams' emphasis in the founding of modern MOOCs were scale and availability. Key ideas drew from a variety of people within Stanford. They include Daphne Koller with her blended learning experiences and co-designing a peer grading system, John Mitchell, Dan Bonek, using machine learning to sync videos, later teaching cryptography on Coursera, Bernd Geired, and others. Outside Stanford, both NG and Thrun credit Sal Khan of Han Academy, as a huge source of inspiration. NG was also inspired by Lynda.com and the design of the forums of Stack Overflow. NG started the Stanford Engineering Everywhere program, which in 2008 published a number of Stanford courses online for free. NG taught one of these courses, machine learning, which includes his video lectures along with the students' materials used in the Stanford class. It offered a similar experience to MIT's OpenCourseWare, except it aimed at providing a more complete course experience equipped with lectures, course materials, problems, and solutions. The C videos were viewed by the millions and inspired NG develop and iterate new versions of online tech. Widom, NG, and others were ardent advocates of hand-style tablet recordings, and between 2009 and 2011 several hundred hours of lecture videos recorded by Stanford instructors were recorded and uploaded. NG tested some of the original designs with a local high school to figure the best practices for recording lessons. In October 2011, the applied version of the Stanford class was hosted on mlclass.org and launched with over 100,000 students registered for its first edition. The course featured quizzes and graded programming assignments and became one of the first and most successful massive open online courses created by a Stanford professor. Wow! 2 other courses on databases and AI were launched. The ML class and DB class ran on a platform developed by students including Frank Chen, Chiguan Engjam, and others. Word spread through social media and popular press. The 3 courses were 10 weeks long and other 40,000 statements of accomplishments were awarded. NG tells the following story on the early days of Coursera. In 2011, I was working with 4 Stanford students. We were under tremendous pressure to build new features for the 100,000 students that were already signed up. One of the students claims another one frequently standed him in the Stanford building and refused to give him a ride back to his dorm until very late at night, so that he had no choice but to stick around and keep working. I neither confirm nor deny this story. His work subsequently led to his founding of Coursera with Cola in 2012. As of 2019, the 2 most popular courses on the platform were taught and designed by NG: Machine Learning, number 1, and Neural Networks and Deep Learning, number 2. In 2019, NG launched a new course, AI for Everyone. This is a non-technical course designed to help people understand AI's impact on society and its benefits and costs for companies, as well as how they can navigate through this technological revolution. Thank you. See you tomorrow.